everybody, let's read this book about Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. See the word November? Look back here at the calendar. It's November this month. Thanksgiving reminds people of the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims left their homes in England and sailed across the ocean to the New World in a ship called the Mayflower. And look at the Mayflower. It doesn't have a motor. It just has sails. The sails catch the wind, and that's how the boat goes. The voyage was difficult and stormy. The Mayflower was very crowded, too. Many of the Pilgrims became sick. That doesn't look like a fun ride, does it? And they were on the Mayflower, I think, for 2 months. Finally, they sighted land. They rowed to the shores of America to begin their new lives. Now, back then, they'd have someone watching the whole time for land. And when he saw land, do you know what he said? He'd point and he'd say, "Land ho!" And that means there's land. And that was so exciting because after they had been on that ship for so long, they were very happy to see land. The Pilgrims built houses. But then the cold winter came. The Pilgrims had little food to eat, and some of them even died. Finally, spring arrived. The Native Americans came and said that they wanted to help the Pilgrims, and they showed the Pilgrims how to plant corn, beans, and pumpkins. The Pilgrims learned how to hunt better, too. I bet the Pilgrims were very, very happy that the Native Americans came to be their friends. Their crops grew and grew. When fall came, their harvest was great. Look how much food they had. The Pilgrims wanted to be thankful for the food, they wanted to be thankful for the food because they were going to have enough to eat all winter long. They decided to have a Thanksgiving feast, and they invited their Native American friends. They had wonderful food to eat. There was turkey, nuts, herbs, bread, and cranberries. They made sauce from the cranberries. They roasted deer meat. There was cornbread, beans, and pumpkin pie. The Pilgrims and the Native Americans played many games and shared happy times together. The feast lasted for 3 days. There was so much to be thankful for. When you have Thanksgiving, how long does it last? Usually just 1 day, but the first Thanksgiving lasted for 3 days. Our Thanksgiving Day is celebrated much like the Pilgrims' Thanksgiving. Some homes are decorated. Corn stalks are gathered together and arranged with pumpkins, gourds, and colorful fall leaves to look like harvest time. Pictures of pilgrims and turkeys appear in the windows and on doors. Sometimes candles are lit. Horns of plenty, representing a bountiful harvest, may also be used for decorations. And people might even sing Thanksgiving songs. Families and friends gather together for a feast. Many tables are filled with the same foods that the Pilgrims and the Native Americans shared. There is cranberry sauce and a big turkey stuffed with breadcrumbs, herbs, and nuts. There's also sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and cornbread. Sometimes there is a tasty pumpkin pie for dessert. Maybe you play a game like football. You can watch parades on TV. People ride on floats, and there's music. On Thanksgiving Day, there is much to be thankful for. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.